Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the channel. My name is Logan, aka the Army Vet Trucker. If it's your first time here to the channel, I am an extra board line haul truck driver for a company called ABF Freight. Today we are in Lubbock, Texas. We're here at the hotel, the old Elegante. About to head out here. We're gonna go down the street to Flying J, grab a couple things there, and then head over to the terminal. We're heading back into Dallas today. We came over here to Lubbock yesterday, and it was a pretty straight shot, you know, only like a little over 300 miles or so. And hold on here, I need to get my ELD set up here. Only about 300 miles or so to get over here to Lubbock, and today we're heading back into Dallas, and hopefully, I'm not sure yet, I gotta call dispatch and figure out what's going on once we get back to Dallas. But I talked to them yesterday, and they should be able to find us something else to do once we get back over to Dallas. We'll just see what that is. We'll play it by ear once we get there. Don't mind the violation there on the on the ELD. I've got about 3 more minutes till my rest is up, and I don't have any trailers right now. I'm just in the tractor, so I'm in personal conveyance to get me over to the terminal. So here any minute now, by the time we get over to the terminal, it'll be reset with my new shift hours for the day. But yeah, Lubbock, man, it's a pretty nice town. I like Lubbock. It kind of was weird to me. I didn't ever know that Lubbock is a larger town than I thought it was. You know, it kind of surprised me when I learned how big Lubbock is. Just for the location, you know, it just seems kind of like out of the way. It's not on any major interstate. It's not like a port town. You know, it's got a big cargo airport, and you know, but Texas Tech, the Raiders are here, and you know, I guess everything else kind of followed suit, you know. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get over here to Flying J, grab a couple things, and I'll chime back in with y'all once we're over to the terminal. Alrighty, guys, just like that, here we are at the terminal in Lubbock. Already went inside the office there, punched the clock and everything, and like I mentioned earlier, we got all our hours back, so we'll be good to head back to Dallas and then wherever else they want to send me up. Be honest, I kind of had a slow week this week. That's why I'm kind of hoping that they find something else for me to do once I get back to Dallas. I'll have hours to do it. You know, it only takes about 5 hours to get back to Dallas. So anyways, just real quick here before I go over here and hook the set, I want to show you guys around this Mack truck because, you know, I did a little tour of the Kenworth, and I figure I haven't really done one for the Mack, and, you know, for the most part, I've been in Macks and Freightliners, so, you know, I figured I'd show you guys around how the setup is here with the Mack, and, you know, let you guys form your own opinion. But, you know, from what I've seen online, you know, a lot of people have the stigma or the stereotype that a Mack is more of like a construction truck, like it's great to be a dump truck or a cement mixer or for the job site, you know, stuff like that. And that might be true, but you know, I've been in these Macks for over a year now, driving them as road tractors, and they're pretty good, man. You know, I can't complain about too much about these things, and I would say that they're probably my preference, definitely over the Kenworth, and it's close with the Freightliner. You know, I swing back and forth. Some days I prefer the Freightliner, some days I prefer the Mack. One of the things I love about the Mack is just how easy it is. You know, it's just, everything's easy. You know, it's easy to adjust the steering wheel to where you want it. It goes in, it goes out, telescopic, and it's got a pedal down on the floor, so it's easy to get it done. You don't have to flip a lever underneath there and dig for it. You know, the window switches are right here. You don't have to reach for them, you know, and all that. It's all electric, power locks, power windows, power mirrors, and I don't have to like reach forward to adjust the mirrors, anything. It's got the standard stuff over here, dash brightness down here. You got the utility light, 4 ways, headlight switch. I got my mounts up here. This is the air horn. For you Kenworth and Peterbilt guys, you're probably used to it being right here, but you know, the Freightliners and the Macks are over here. Got standard visors here, got all the information across here, all the warnings and everything. Cab lights inside here, you can set them to where they turn on with the doors, or you know, or not at all when you open the door. One thing that's really great about the Macks, in my opinion, is all the information that it presents to you. You know, it's got everything that you could want to know about the truck. You've got your coolant temperature here, oil pressure, def fluid, fuel, air pressure, RPM, speed, and then you've got another display right here that shows you even more information. And don't mind you might have noticed here, there's a check light on the dash here, and I've got like a little piece of tape over it because it's pretty bright and it doesn't adjust with the brightness, and last night it was shining right in my eyes. But the reason that that's on is because this supply crisis has not, helped anybody out, really. It's been pretty crazy, and these trucks aren't any exception. This is a 2022 Mack Anthem, and it has these Macks and Volvos have a shortage. You may know or may not know, there's a shortage on the radar units up front that are tied into the cruise control, and if one shorts out and goes bad, then it's like a 12-month, 24-month back order or something. So the dealership has been basically, what do you want to call it? It's been deactivating that system. So the cruise control and everything still works normally, but it just won't stop or slow down or adjust your speed based on the vehicle in front of you because that radar unit's not working. Normally, if the truck were driving and that radar unit were to go out, there'd be lights on the dash, and then you'd lose cruise control and everything. But they have voided out that control unit, so it still drives like a normal truck. It just doesn't have that function. And they've got a warning sticker here that the dealership puts on that explains it to you, just so you know it's an actual Volvo Mack warning label that they've explained what's the deal with this truck. So that's pretty cool that they do all that. But the lane keeping and everything, the departure warning and everything still works. That uses this camera unit up here. So, but yeah, like I was saying, we got controls on the steering wheel here on the Mack, cruise control over here. We got phone controls, but this would be all if we had a radio. The buttons are still there, but they don't do anything. They're just blanks. On this control panel here on the dash, you got a lot of information here. You can set this up all how you like it too. I got it set up right now with miles and RPMs, voltage, engine load, and miles per hour in the center. But I'll show you here. You can go in here and actually change around like how what you want it to say, and you could change this on a truck that has a radar unit that's working, which is most of them do. There's only onesies and twosies that don't, like this tractor. But on this guy right here, it doesn't look like much right now, and I hope you guys can see this, but I know on the Kenworth I was showing the gauge, the dash, and the steering wheel was cutting it off, so make sure you guys can see. But this unit right here, when you have it set up like this, when you're driving and a vehicle's in front of you, it'll actually show you how fast they're going, like their miles per hour. So if you're gaining on them and it's only a few, it's hard to tell. It'll show you like 62 miles an hour, or what your second distance is, in like 3.5 seconds away from the vehicle in front of you and stuff like that. And it'll automatically adjust it if you have the cruise control set. But since that's not working, I'll just put it on battery voltage is fine, and I'll put that back to RPM. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that, guys. There's other stuff in here, fuel economy, gauges, air pressures. It's great. If you're familiar with the system that's in the Volvos, this is identical. I'm pretty sure it's the same software. The Mack and Volvo are kind of, intertwined, kind of like what is it, Peterbilt and Kenworth, all Picard. But moving on, we have our Johnny bar here with our brake handle. That way you can test your brake lights and for air leaks. Standard stuff here for your air supply and park and brake. This is our start button right here. On the new trucks, the 2023s, they actually removed the button here for the ignition, and they make it key like a normal truck. You start it with the key, and they put another cigarette lighter right here for your devices or whatever. That's pretty cool. We got our transmission here. On the older 19 trucks, the 2020 Macks, they have a simpler transmission. This one's actually a lot better. It allows you to change the transmission mode and shift manually, and it has a thing where on the throttle pedal, on the 2020 Macks that we have the twin rear screws, the throttle pedal only goes down to 100%, but this one will click past 100%, like another little bit, and every time you do that, it'll automatically downshift the truck. So if you're going up hills or if you're heavy, it's really cool that it does that you can get that extra little oomph when you need it, and it really does help. But beyond that, we have storage here. We got more plugins up here on top, some storage right here. On the button panel, it's pretty blank on here. You got horn, hill start assist, ATC, and bags. On the twin rear screw trucks. We have a sliding fifth wheel, and there's a few others, a button to lock up the rear diffs and everything too. So this truck doesn't have that. Climate controls over here, vents, you know, no glove box, nothing fancy, cup holders. Got a little cubby back here. But that's pretty much it, guys. The cab is noticeably smaller on these trucks. That's one thing you kind of have to get used to. Take it for what it is. I like it. You know, I don't need that much space, but you know, guys that live in trucks, you know, if you're an OTR guy, they make these trucks in sleepers, but you know, the actual cab itself isn't going to get any bigger. So, you know, you kind of do bump into stuff a little bit more than the Freightliner. And the ceiling here is a little bit lower. Like in the Freightliner, I can almost stand up completely up top here without bumping my head on the ceiling. But anyways, let me know if you guys have any questions about, that's the set that we brought in yesterday, parked right there. That's the inbound, and that's our set we're taking out. But let me know if you guys have any more questions. You want me to show you anything about these Macs? I'll definitely elaborate on anything else you guys want to see. You know, I'm gonna get out here and do my pre-trip here in a second. I'll show you guys the outside, but it's pretty standard. I think you guys have already seen it, you know, standard stuff. Just gonna check my trailer numbers here on these guys real quick just to make sure we're good to go. So they don't have, look like a gear number in there. Let me go here, view next dispatch. Trailer 141, yep, 571141, and this guy up here should be 85417. 85417. Doesn't look like they have the gear number in there, but I'll fix that. I'm gonna have to back in at kind of an angle here. They got their city tractors all parked right here, but shouldn't be an issue. We can get it done. This front pup's probably pretty heavy. Normally it wouldn't struggle this much to get up under it. Sorry about that beeping. Do our test tug here. Looks like we got it. Not too bad. Oh God. Yep. Alrighty. Make sure we got our jaws on there correctly. Yep. Got all of our lines hooked up here. Alrighty, got an ABS light on that one. There's a little normal procedure I do to see. It could just be a bad connection in here that's causing that ABS light. I think I'll actually show you guys my little trick while I'm here. Got some zip ties here, and these were like $6 or something on Amazon. Some big old chunky boys. Show you guys what I do real quick. So all I do is get the zip tie right here, loop it around, cinch it down pretty tight, and then take the connector off and basically just put the excess part of the zip tie that you normally cut off right there on that underside, and it basically just closes the gap a little bit, makes it a tighter connection. Once you get it all the way in there, yeah, because that's definitely a lot more solid than it was. And now the ABS light's off. Alright, let's get these air lines checked. Sometimes it's hard to get a good idea of these air because, you know, as soon as you hook up for the first time, it'll be making all sorts of air noises, but definitely tell we're leaking back here. Yeah. All right. That one's gonna need to be reseated. So I'll go over here. I'm gonna have to crank the tractor. It's dumping air pretty good. Yeah, see, that thing ain't even anywhere close to being seated right. Alright, let's see how that looks. That guy right there. Go ahead and check these guys. I don't think I got them a second ago. Yep, we're good. Sounds like we're leaking back there a little bit, but we're good here now. Got brake lights, turn signals, clearance lights. One of them's popped out, but it's working. Check my tires here. Oh yeah, I'll grab my hammer. Mud flaps. This is a brand new trailer. You can tell this is one of the ones that they just ordered because it's got the decals on the fairing there. Let's check our ooh, yeah, okay, we're good. It's an old gear. Jaws look a little bit different. Yeah, this is one of the brand new trailers they just got in this year. Got the tire inflation on it. Pretty cool stuff. Seems like we're going to be leaking from one of these guys back here. Yep. Or both. Alright, let me go back to the front and turn off the air again, and we'll recheck after we reseat them. See, this one's kind of all already. Alrighty. Let's see if that helped. Ah, dang it. Stay in yard mode, please. Nope. Still sounds like we're leaking back here. Sounds like it's worse than it was earlier. There it goes. Yeah, that's all it takes sometimes, guys. Just mess with it a little bit and get them right in that perfect little spot that they want to be. Everything's all shiny back here. I don't know how to react. Looks like all our lights are working. Got a padlock. These trailers that have these central tire inflations, they have a little light up front. I'll show you guys here in a second. Whenever the system's not working right or you got low tire pressure, that little guy right there, I don't know if you guys can see it, that little light lights up white whenever you have an issue and the tire either isn't airing up properly, the pressure is low, or you have a system fault. Everything else looks pretty good here. Double check our tongue. Fifth wheel's good. Don't hear any leaks up here. Lights are still good. Got our side marker, mud flap. Already got those tires. Everything looks good here. But yeah, here's a little bit more of the tractor here. Pretty basic stuff here. Dual fuel tanks, no crossover. Standard stuff here. Exhaust goes up. Nothing really crazy. We don't have any fairings or anything on the side. It's got LED headlights, which is really nice on these trucks. You know, some people bright light you sometimes, but with as much as we drive at night, it's good to have those LEDs. The Kenworths have terrible headlights from the factory, and that's how these trucks come. When they come from the factory, that's how we got to drive them. It's not like we can throw in another set of LED bulbs or something to a different set of headlights that didn't originally come with them. That's just kind of what we get is what we get, and that's what the Kenworths just kind of sucked as far as the headlights go. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go back into the office here real quick, punch the clock, and we will be getting out on the road towards Dallas. I'm gonna call as soon as I'm leaving back into the line haul dispatch in Dallas and see if they can't get us something else to do today. But I'll let you guys know as soon as I know. Catch you here in a little bit. Alrighty, ladies and gents, just like that, here we are in old Dallas. We already got all swapped out, went in the shop, hung out a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. We got all set up though. We're about to take off here. Already did my pre-trip. Didn't film anything in here just because the terminal has hostlers here that do everything, and you know, just to respect their privacy and everything, I figured whenever we come in through Dallas, I don't really film anything that goes on here. But we're all set up now, departed ourselves, that's good. Everything's all situated. Let's see if we can't get on up out of here. Yeah, they got us heading down to San Antonio. I guess I didn't mention that already, but yeah, we're heading down to old San Antone. Taking a set of doubles down there, and we'll drop them off there at the terminal and bobtail over to the hotel. We can stay at the Best Western, what is it? Best Western something. it's not just a regular Best Western. It's like plus. It's a Best Western Plus. That's what it is. They got all kinds of different Best Westerns and everything now. Best Western Business, Best Western Paradise, you know, Suites by Best Western, all kinds of stuff, you know. But it's a good hotel. We'll get down there. I'll show you guys everything. We'll drop off the set and get over to the hotel, and I'll give you guys a look-see at the room there. It's kind of wanting us to go through downtown, but they're working on 35E right there in down south, 35E south, right south of downtown Dallas there. So I'm not going to go that way. I'm gonna get out here, hang a left on Irvin Boulevard, go over to Loop 12 South, head down to 20, and then take 20 over to 35E, and we'll head south from there. But pretty uneventful, guys. Not a bad run here. I haven't done the exact math yet, but this will be the end of my week here, Saturday night. So once I get down to the hotel and do the math, I'll get you, it should be about, I'd say around 2,300 miles for the week, which ain't bad. Can't complain too much about that. I'm glad they were able to get me down to San Antonio. That's, you know, perk of ABF, man. You know, these dispatchers are usually able to work with you if you're having a slow week and just need to get a little bit more work. Then for the most part, if they have something available, they'll usually try to help you out. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out on the road here. We're gonna head down to San Antonio. It's dark now, so not much to see, so I'll probably just cut it right down to San Antonio. Might throw one time lapse in there or so, but we'll just have to see. But with all that being said, guys, I'll catch you down once we get there. Alrighty, guys, just like that, here we are at the hotel here in San Antonio. I actually goofed up here. I actually was trying to record dropping that set in San Antonio and getting out of there, but I accidentally recorded it in a time lapse, so can't probably use that video, but it's all good. You guys didn't miss anything. It was dark too, so I doubt it would have even came out that great. But just one thing I mentioned in that video was that my total miles for this week was about 2,600, so a little bit better than I thought, but pretty decent week, I think. But anyways, here's the hotel, Best Western Plus here in San Antonio. Not a bad setup. Already got all settled in, took a shower and everything. It all worked very well, pretty good. Comfy setup here. Already ate and unpacked the cooler and everything. Got everything all set up. It's got a freezer in here, which is nice. Be able to refreeze my freezer packs. That way they, after a day or two, they start to get thawed out and the cooler doesn't really stay cold. But so we got two double beds, maybe queen, I'm not really sure, looks like double. Got a TV here, drawers, got desk over here, little armchair, got the AC cranked down, and then out here at the window you can kind of actually see the tractor there. It's kind of nice. I don't know if you guys can see it that well, but it's just right there by the Estes truck that's all outside the lines. Mine's right there in the middle, but there's another ABF driver here and his tractor is parked over there as well. So anyways guys, that's probably gonna wrap this video up. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, and if you want to see more content like this in the future, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. Like I said in the last video, it's free to you and it means a lot to me. And then lastly, if you guys have any questions or concerns or feedback, anything you want to offer up, feel free to drop a comment down below. And if you want to talk on a more one-on-one basis, feel free to send me an email. It's always in the description. So with all that being said guys, I'll catch you in the next one.